Hey, what's up, survivors? Welcome to another mind-blowing Z-Log from Zombie Go Boom. And again, as it goes, I have no idea whether or not I'm going to upload this or not. If it really sucks, I'm not going to upload it at all. If it only kind of sucks, I'm going to put it on Facebook. If it sucks less than that, I'm going to put it on the second channel. And if it doesn't suck at all, then it'll go on the main channel. Oh, my hair's doing some weird stuff. Anyway, so let's see. Yesterday, I made one of these. In fact, I made two of them, but the first one didn't work because I tried to use Premiere Rush to edit it, and Premiere Rush was screwing up on my Galaxy S20. I was really excited that I was going to be able to use Premiere Rush on this phone, and it wouldn't let me export a file without it being all kinds of screwed up. So then I made a second video apologizing for the fact that I wasn't able to upload that one. And then, you know what, I decided to upload them both. So the video I made yesterday originally on my way back from work was uploaded to the second channel, which you can check out in the link in the description below. The other video that I made yesterday was uploaded to the Facebook page, which you can also check out in the link in the description below. But just to talk a little bit about what I had in mind yesterday, I was just going to talk about my experience with CG stuff, making CG objects and characters, starting out with Softimage and 3D Studio Max, and then finally moving on to Blender, which is really cool. But hey, I can't exactly share my stuff on the video unless I take this video and I put it in my computer and then I edit it and then I add all the stuff that I've done. So I will be uploading a promo that I did, a weather promo that I did at my job, because it's really cool, and I used Blender quite a bit for it and everybody really liked it. And the meteorologist, shout out to Dan Scoff, awesome guy, at the chief meteorologist at KNWA, he said, you know, you should just you should upload that promo to your YouTube channel. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do, so you guys can see it. But if you want to see other work, mostly tests that I've been doing on Blender, so you can see a little bit more of what I've been up to, I upload all of those tests to my Instagram, so I'll put that in the description below. And I just finished another test. I know that all of the skills that I learn every time that I do a test or I go through a tutorial, and obviously if you do tutorials, which you should, you know, that's how you learn, make sure that you change it up. Don't do the exact same thing that the person teaching you is doing. That's just a good way to A, get bored, and B, not remember what you did. So when you do a tutorial, like, go through the tutorial, but mess with the stuff, change it up, see if you can create something that's more your own. So the last video that I put on my Instagram page is based on a tutorial, and but I changed it up, you know. I wanted to make it a little bit more my own. It's still a lot like the original, but it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And the thing is, if you learn the skills in a tutorial well enough that you remember, or at least remember the parts of the tutorial in which you learn certain things, so that you can always go back to the tutorial when you make something else, then you can start changing things and creating your own things, like figuring out, oh, this part of the tutorial I could use to make this, or this skill right here translates to this, right? So the tutorial that I just went through, which I'll also link in the description because it's pretty cool, you know, if you go through the entire thing and you remember what you're doing, you're learning how to model an object, you're learning how to texture and shade an object, you're learning how to animate a camera, you're learning how to create a lighting scheme and add volumetric lighting, you know, haze and stuff like that. You know, it's really in depth and really great. It's by a company named CG Fast Tracks, and really cool. Also, you should check out Ian Hubbard. He's one of my favorites, and there are a ton of people, and I would love to share their work with you guys because their work gets me excited about doing my own work, and I'm guessing it'll do the same for you. But anyway, just check out my Instagram and see if you like some of the work that I'm doing. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see me create, please put them in the comment section below. And a little bit more specifically about the Blender tutorials that I was talking about before, which, by the way, I was really happy and excited to hear that you guys were actually into the tutorial idea. It's just cool to know that you guys are still, even though we're growing together and perhaps apart, some things stay the same, and the fact that we're still like-minded enough to like the same stuff and be passionate about the same stuff really feels good. So I'm just very happy to be able to go through this journey with you guys. But anyway, the idea is that I find a scene, or you guys comment below telling me about a scene or a visual effect or even a special effect. And again, just so you know, special effects are practical effects, effects that are shot on camera, like squibs, like blood squibs, right? Visual effects are effects made on the computer, so it could be a computer-generated character or green screen, something like that, or even it could be a blood simulation, but it's not shot in camera, it's done afterwards, right, in post. So special effects is during production, visual effects is post, right? Anyway, so you guys find me a scene or a shot in a movie and that you really like, and you're like, man, I want to know how I can make this. Especially, I want to know how I can make this in Blender because it's free, right? And then I'll go and I'll look at the shot and I'll figure out how to make it, and then I'll make it, and then I'll make a tutorial so that you can learn how to make it yourself. And I wanted to start this with a shot in the movie Shazam. I'm a huge Pony Smasher fan. That guy's awesome. I will also link him below. Wow, now I have to remember all the links that I have to put in this video, but man, he's so cool. And he uses Blender too, by the way, which is really cool. But in Shazam, a movie he directed, which I'm sure you've seen, I mean, it was a very obscure film. Just kidding, obviously. But Shazam, he's learning his powers, right? He's hanging out with his friend, and his friend takes the camera and starts shooting him to see, what kind of powers he has, whether he's invulnerable to fire or whatever. And one of the shots, I think it's actually the first one, he stands behind a column, like a cement column, and he punches the column, and it freaking shatters like Agent Smith style. It's really cool, super cool shot, and I've been wanting to recreate that since I saw it. So I might start with that. I might start with that shot just because I really want to do it, and then from there go and do whatever shots or effects you guys recommend for me to do, because I want it to be interactive, right? You guys should be able to create the videos and have say in the creation of the videos just as much as I do, because you're spending time watching them, you're spending time commenting, liking, subscribing, so you deserve better than just me putting up whatever videos I want. I want you guys to be involved, and that'll make it more fun for me too, because it'll feel like there's some back and forth going on, some real collaboration, and that's what this world needs. I don't want to get political, but in the wake of all this crazy stuff, I think we can all agree that it's a shitstorm. I think we can also agree that as an individual, you can take care of yourself and make sure that you are kind to others. And if everybody did that, then there wouldn't be any problems. And lastly, collaboration is the greatest thing in the world. The reason why I love filmmaking so much, at least one of the reasons, is because It is a collaborative art form in which the best of the best artists get together in order to tell one story, you know? And it's all arts combined. It goes from, painting all the way writing. I mean, anything that you consider an art, anything that you could possibly consider an art, it's used in film. It's used in film. They're all combined, and it's all people combined, all walks of life, making one thing, working as hard as they can in order to make one product the best that they can possibly make it, in order to then share it to the world, so that they can have this experience of viewing art and escaping life and being inspired by art. It's a lot of times I feel like art isn't necessarily the art that is created, but it is the emotion that the audience has when they perceive that art. I know I'm getting a little heady there, but it's super cool. So I'm glad to be on this journey. I'm glad that you guys get to be on this journey with me, and I'm really just enthusiastic about what the future will hold, especially if I can just keep you guys updated on everything. Now, I hope it doesn't get boring. I hope it stays fun, doing these every day. There might be a day in which I don't have really very much to update you guys on. It's, kind of the same thing that happened yesterday. But I think as long as I continue to push myself to do at least one thing to move forward every single day, I may have one thing to talk about with you every single day. So let's hope that that's the case. All right. Well, I'm not quite home yet, but I think that about does it. 8,000 subscribers to 2 million. Tell a friend. Tell 8,000 of your friends. That would be cool. And if you like this video, make sure you punch the living crap out of that like button. That would be really, really awesome of you. And comment, please comment. The more you guys comment, the more I first of all, I read every single comment. I read them all, okay? Every single one. At least for the first 3 or 4 days. Eventually I don't go back to, some really super old videos unless a comment gets liked a lot, and then I'm notified, and then I'll come and check it out, or maybe sometimes I do go back, but anyway, the point is, when I upload a video, I'm reading every single one, and I try to let you guys know that I'm reading every single one by hearting everyone. Well, not everyone. There's some comments that I don't deserve a heart, in my humble opinion, but anyway, just comment. Please comment, because the more you comment and the more ideas you give me, and the more you have to say, the more exciting that these videos are going to be, because I will have more to talk about. The last thing I want is to just make a video for the sake of making a video and have it be the most boring pile of garbage on the planet, because I actually didn't have anything to talk about, and the only reason why I made a video was because I had to make a video. That's never fun. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and with another mind-blowing Z-Log from Zombie Go Boom, I'm Chuck Murray, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.